Hey guys, half a day. So I'm just going on a little bit of walk. But for those of you guys that were part of my live stream yesterday, know that we were on a very long road trip. We drove over 1,000 miles. We were on the road for at least 16 hours. And we drove from central part of Texas all the way out here to the beautiful South Carolina. But out here to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. So glad we were able to come out. We thought it was going to get delayed because of a line of storms that thankfully got a really good head start on us. So there was no us chasing a storm, and even better, there was no storm chasing us. But also, again, if you've been following my channel, you know that I am on a journey to fully monetize my channel and to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I'm using my birthday wishes. It's 2.5 weeks until my birthday. So yes, my mother-in-law and I are both Aries. Aries in the house. But I'm using my birthday wishes, as I said, to hopefully for everybody that joins my live streams will support my channel and subscribe and help me reach my goal. Like I said, I've got 2.5 weeks. Although I've been trying to get my channel monetized for quite a while now. But today's live stream is about not just going for a walk, but I was trying to see if I can get the sunset. So I'm actually at my sister-in-law's house, and let me see if this would be a better spot. I mean, I probably won't be able to get too much more of the sunset because it's going to disappear behind the buildings over there. So we will see what we can do. I know in my previous live streams, whenever I'm doing the sunset, I am just holding the phone. But I actually have a selfie stick right now that converts into a tripod. So now I can actually, at least until I get it set up. Right now it's all shaky, so I apologize about that. All right, let's see if we can get this set up somewhere where it's a little bit leveled. All right, there we go. So at least until it disappears behind the school, we are watching a sunset. But for everybody that's popped in, I appreciate you joining my live stream. I do hope that you'll hang around for a bit. Because for everybody that's here, and especially the amount of time that you spend on the live stream, it really, really does help my channel. So appreciate it. I'm outside because it is beautiful. It is beautiful here in South Carolina, so I wanted to share it with everybody. In case whoever's watching, if it's a cloudy day, if it's cold and snowing, they can pop in and check out this beautiful sunset. Right now here in South Carolina, I'm in the Greenville area. It is in the low 70s. And as the sun is going down, so are the temperatures. Oh, and I appreciate that. Like I said, just having y'all here, a part of my live stream, I really appreciate that. But today marks, I've been going live practically every day since the 20th of March. I think I've only missed 2 days out of that time. out of the almost 2 weeks now that I didn't go live. So I am going to be going live every day, even if it's only for 15 minutes. That is my goal, to go live every day until my birthday. And hopefully by then, you know, with y'all's help, I can get to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know how much colors we're going to see from this angle. I mean, I could walk down the street a little further, but I would still get, the tree line is probably still going to interfere with being able to see the sun setting. But I will take what I can get. I mean, hopefully we'll still get some beautiful colors as the sun disappears, you know, beyond the tree line. Can you guys also hear the birds? For those of you guys that are here watching. Whoa, I have no idea what kind of bird that was. That was more of a screech. But I can do this bird noise, or at least I can try. I don't always do it the first time, so yeah, that was more of a screech. I don't know what kind of bird that was. That's my other wonderful, what do they call it? Useless talent? But how's everybody doing this Tuesday evening? I mean, it's times like this. I mean, it's not even windy out, but this is the time, this is the temperature, this is just beautiful weather all the way around. It is not hot, it is not cold, it's not windy. It's one of those times where you can just sit out on your porch with a cup of coffee or tea, or even a glass of iced tea, and just listen, enjoy the sun setting, you know, and just listen to the birds and whatever other animals are out here making these noises. I know we got crickets. Like I said a moment ago, there I heard it was a bird. I know that. It was coming from the tree. But it was more of a screech. So I have no idea what kind of bird that would be. Haha, that just rhymed. Oh, and that's the other thing I love about this time, whether it's fall or even springtime, coming out this way, visiting South Carolina, are the red trees. It's just beautiful. Hey, Presley. Good evening. Oh. Vroom, vroom. How are you, Presley? Thanks for joining again. Well, as you can see, we made it safely to South Carolina. We got in just after midnight last night. Hey, Kat. Half a day. Thanks for joining. I'm just doing my going for a walk and catching what sunset I can. But yeah, it is here in South Carolina. It is 7:19. Normally I'd be streaming to y'all from Texas, but we're visiting family. So, but as I was saying earlier too, when I first started the live stream, oh my gosh, my hubby, he was really pushing it by the time, you know, we got closer to his mom's house. But literally we were minutes from her house, and the access road the turnoff from the highway, if we had gotten there maybe even 5 minutes sooner, we probably would have been witness to that accident. It was a single car. We don't know if he just lost control or coming around the corner too fast or whatnot, but my hubby says that he wouldn't be surprised if his car's totaled. But we think that he hit the guardrail. So he's good. I told him, I said, we need to pull over. It doesn't look like anybody else has bothered to stop to check to make sure everybody's okay, and if we have to call 911 or whatever, because he was kind of on in the middle of the road. So we pulled over. He got out, went to go check on the guy, and he must have just gotten off construction work or something, because he was wearing reflective pants. The whether it be, I don't know exactly if they were fireman pants or construction, to where they have the reflective stripes going down the sides. But yeah, that was very visible. But that's good, Presley. Nothing exciting going on. But the bottom line of that story was that he was good. My hubby asked if he needed help with anything, and he's like, no, my daughter's coming already. So, and Jesse just advised him. He's like, man, don't wait by your car. Go stand on the other side of the rail, because you might get someone else who's not paying attention and hit your car or you. So hopefully he got help. His daughter came and picked him up not too long after we left. Oh yeah, that's how we knew. I mean, at least that for one person, because we didn't know if there was anybody else in the car. Because by the time we were pulling up beside his vehicle, he was walking back towards his vehicle, like he had already been waiting on the side, and he was walking back towards his vehicle. And Jesse says that he looked fine and everything, so, and that he told him that he was okay. So, and that he was just waiting on his daughter to pick him up. We didn't check the news blotter or anything like that about that accident, so we don't know if anything else had happened. If it was, in fact, just a single car accident, or it was even possible that it could have been a hit and run. We were just too tired. So we didn't hang around. We were literally less than 5 minutes from my mother-in-law's house, so. But see, I am outside. I'm not holding my phone. Hands free. Well, his mom is. His mom is from South Carolina, so she's got her siblings here still, and his sister lives here too. So, but yeah, I got one of those. It's not those fancy selfie sticks, but it is one of those selfie sticks that can extend to be a tripod. And so now when I do my sunset walks, I can do them hands-free. The only thing is I got to be careful, because as you guys just saw that car driving by, and then the one even before that one, that silver car, I'm standing with that side of the traffic to my back. So I need to be standing to where I can see both traffic. Not like it's really it's a school zone here, so yeah. There's not supposed to be any speeding around here. But we all know how that goes. It is gorgeous. It was gorgeous this morning. When the first time I stepped outside of the house, it was already, I don't know, 12 o'clock. But yeah, it was the thumbnail actually that I used for this live stream was a picture that I took outside of my mother-in-law's house. But the birds were really chatting away this morning or earlier today. But it is beautiful. I don't know when's the last time. Well, actually, the last time we were out this way during the first part of the year was in 2020. We came out here in May of 2020, and that was the last time really that we were out this way this early in the year, because the last handful of times we've been this way was in the off season, October and later. Hey Mario, good evening. Thank you for popping in. Just watching this beautiful sunset disappear behind the building. Yep. Yeah. We wanted to come out a little bit sooner, but the pandemic was still too fresh for traveling at that point, because we wanted her to be out here for her birthday, kind of like how we are now. But the pandemic was still too fresh, and with the whole no traveling. So, yeah. How's it going, Mario? Can you imagine? I mean, yeah, I know that was only 5 years ago, but can you imagine if something like that were to happen again, and you're housebound and hanging out with my baby and cooking a roast. Oh, yummy. I love pot roast. I actually cooked some ribs in the crock pot using the same seasoning for a roast. And I tweaked it a little bit. I added soy sauce. I added more seasoning. I added even a spoonful of brown sugar to it. Oh, but I'm sure the pot roast, I really do love me some good pot roast. Hey Star, good evening. Thanks for popping in. You're just catching the tail end of the sun setting behind the building over there. But I'm currently live streaming to y'all from South Carolina. Normally I'd be streaming to you guys from Texas, but we're here on a mini vacation. So in case if anybody that's here in the South Carolina, North Carolina area, even Florida, yeah, to travel to the central part of Texas, you're looking at minimum a 15-hour drive. And we did that as a one shot yesterday. We left the house 7 a.m. Texas time, and we got to my mother-in-law's house just after midnight, South Carolina time. Thank you, Presley. We just got back from Arkansas for our vacation. We went to Hot Springs. Oh, nice. I don't know how far away that would be from the diamond mine that's there in Arkansas. We actually went there last year, the diamond mine in Arkansas. But how was it? Hot Springs, huh? Now that sounds amazing. Is it one of those places that you can actually get into the water? If they have a spot for like healing waters type thing? I don't know if I really paid attention. An old mob town. It was great. Oh, oh, they do have bathhouses. An old mob town. I'm sure that sounds like it was a lot of fun. I know that I would love to go back to Arkansas to visit, to do the diamond mine thing, because now that I have a little bit more knowledge about how to do it properly. But that would be cool to go visit one of those places that was I mean, is it literally, an old mob town? We went to a gangster museum, and they told us the history of the town and the mob. Wow. Dare I ask, what kind of mob are we talking about? Oh, that is awesome. Al Capone. Oh my gosh. There you go. Gave you a little color there, Mario. Oh, wow. I'm sure these people who are driving by, they're like, what is this woman doing? What is she recording? Just standing on the corner with the phone on a tripod. That's interesting, though, that I don't know. I mean, I'm not good with history or even geography, really, but that would be interesting, or that is interesting to know that the mob has history there, especially with New York families. That is very interesting. The sun, the sun is not set yet. It's just hidden behind the building. I was hoping we could get a little bit more color, more colors. But it's still a little bit early. I'm sure, over the next, I don't know, possibly 10, 15 minutes, we might see more color because the sun hasn't exactly set yet. Oh, that bird that just flew by had something in its mouth. I'm just going to tilt this up for a minute. While that person continues to walk by. Can you guys hear that bird? Almost sounds like a siren. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Seriously, it sounds like a mini version of a siren. It sounds like it's doing the meow, 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 meow. I hope that made the screen darker. There you go. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. At the moment, the birds aren't as chatty. But there's one specific bird that I'm hearing that sounds like a mini siren. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hey, Candy. Good evening. Thank you for popping in. I know the sun hasn't exactly set yet, but this is the best I can get for where I'm at. Which, in case you didn't hear, I'm in South Carolina. Again. We're here visiting the hubby's family. It's his mom's birthday. So she's another Aries in the house. Hey, half a day. Now, I'm not sure if I pronounced the first part of your channel name or your handle. Ugin, I recognize as, I mean, it could be a Filipino last name. It could be a Spanish last name, but the only Ugins I've ever met were from Guam. But half a day. Ah. So yeah, we made it safely. We're safe and sound here in South Carolina. Currently, for dinner, we came over to my sister-in-law's. I don't know if you guys can see. There's one plane right over here, and then there's another plane. You can see let me see if I can lighten it up. But then the moon is up there too. Can we see the moon? It's a crescent moon. So let's see if I can zoom into it. Like, hold on. There it is. Can you guys see the moon? Look at that. Zooming in, zoom. And there goes the plane across the moon. But there's the moon. I keep saying it's a fingernail, but then NATO reminded me last night when I was calling it a fingernail that it's a thumbnail. And then my daughter, Mom, it's a crescent moon. But look at that. Oh, you see that? That's pretty cool. I see, and there goes the plane. Let's see how close we can get into zooming into that plane. Oh, where'd it go? That's as close as I can zoom in. And this is how distant. Look at that. Oh, that's a cool. That's right. The Cheshire. I forgot how. The grin of a cat. There you go. That's another name for it. That's right. Now that's all I'm seeing right now is a grin. I always think this world we live in and the life we live can be so amazing. We can see the moon and the sun at the same time. It's really an extraordinary thing. I also think so too. Whenever the sun is out and I see the moon at the same time, I'm like, wow. It is. I always think it's very cool. And then especially because our son, our youngest child, is on the other side, and he's in Japan. And so when I see the moon, I'm like, can you see the moon? We got 3 other planes over here. We got 1. Where's the other one? 2. And there's another one that's even further away. The sounds of the traffic are insane. Are you near an injured? Actually, we are. But the crazy thing is, I don't know if the phone's audio is just that sensitive, but where I'm standing, the birds are actually louder than the traffic from the highway. But yes, we're like maybe not even half a mile from the highway. Maybe closer to a quarter mile from the interstate. To my children, looking at the stars and the moon also. Ah, you're welcome. I always like to think of stuff like that. I was like, if I can see it during the day and it's nighttime for them, I'm like, can you see it too? Are we looking at the same are we looking at the same clouds? Or all right, let's look up one more time. Let's look at that plane and the moon. Plane and the moon. Catching a plane going across the moon one more time. Look how fast he's going. But there's the moon. Oh, and you got another one intersecting it right there. Look, it's the Avengers. They're writing the letter A. Until I show the rest of it. Hi, Renee. Yeah, we are trying to pay attention to the sunset also. That's disappeared behind the building and the tree line over there. But we're also looking at the cat's smile in the sky. Oh, where'd he go? There you are. Look at the cat's grin. There's the cat's grin. So it looks like we're getting more color over there where the sun is setting. Uh-oh. Hi, Kaylee. Good evening. Sockman, I don't know what happened. Are you retracting your messages? You're super pumped? Are you talking about for next weekend? Woot woot! Or do you have something else fun planned for this weekend? Oh. That's good. Well, that's excellent if you're feeling better. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back to selfie mode. Is it almost dark there? I am from Texas, yes, but currently we are visiting family here in South Carolina. It is my mother-in-law's birthday week, so we drove out here. We left yesterday, and we were on the road just over 16 hours. So, so yeah, we're in the Greenville part of South Carolina right now, and yeah, but yeah, it's the yes, I am. I usually never comment. I try to leave no trace. You remind me of my sister, so I'm breaking my code. Aw, aw, that's so sweet. I hope that was meant to be a sweet thing. um, but yeah, so we are gonna be out here for about a week, and we'll see how we feel come Monday if we're gonna do another straight shot on the driving. Because like I said, when we left Texas at 7 a.m. Texas time, and we got here just after midnight, which would have been just after 11 Texas time. So we'll see. We will see come Monday on whether we are going to do another straight drive. Because even though I did drive, you know, a little bit, I think I only drove like, out of the just over 16 hours, I only drove like 3.5. One of the times that I had taken over, he was supposed to be napping, but that's when I decided to go live last night. So I tortured him. So we'll see. He told me earlier though, that when we leave, that he's gonna make me drive the initial drive. And I was like, you're gonna make me drive through Atlanta during the day? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But oh yeah, now that I've gotten closer to my sister-in-law's, back to the house, I definitely hear the traffic more. I don't know if that was a car or a motorcycle, but that was pretty loud. Oh, well, thank you. That's Siduus Maasi. Thank you for saying that. That's very sweet. Nah, like my husband likes to say, you know, that he's an introvert, but that he has no problem talking with people. I mean, strangers, you know, he can strike up a conversation, no problem. So fluid and everything. He has no problem, but he's actually an introvert. And, you know, you would think that I'm more of the opposite, but no. Especially from people from Guam. And if they're walking by and it's pretty obvious that they're from Guam, whether they've got jewelry, they are wearing t-shirts, or if they're walking towards their car that has the Guam symbols on them and whatnot, he's like, hey, they're from Guam. Go say half a day. I'm like, no. So he's more willing to say half a day and whatnot. I'll be like, no. Besides this one, the traffic no longer sounds like the ocean with these new mufflers, right? Like I said, that possibly was a car with those short mufflers or whatever. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We definitely can be so opposite with our, as much as we have in common, you know, we do have our differences when it comes, you know, in our personality, where I'm an optimist, and he likes to say he's a realist. I'm a realist too, but I'm optimistic because, you know, I also believe in that there's always a chance of hope. So, I mean, honestly, I may act like I'm being optimistic and hopeful, but in my mind, depending on what the situation is, I'll be freaking out, because I know in my mind, if I don't freak out, if I'm too relaxed about whatever, you know, especially depending on the situation, that if I don't imagine the worst type thing, you know, if something bad were to happen, then it would be harder to deal with if I wasn't already putting my mind, you know, in a, I don't know if you want to call it a safe zone. That makes wonderful relationship. My spouse and I are also opposites. We are hopeful, optimistic, yet informed. Yes, I like that. Be informed instead of saying a realist, because, you know, being a realist, it almost sounds like you need to be negative to be a realist. Like, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's just the way things are. So I like that. You're optimistic, but informed. So hubby, if you're watching, which I left because they were watching a new TV show called Mobland. There's only one episode out, but they were watching that. I'm not big into the gang kind of stuff, but if you're watching, babe, remember that. Optimistic, but informed. Well, we didn't get a lot of reds and oranges over there where the sun sets at, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. I do hope that y'all keep coming back and joining me. Like I said, I'm going to be going live, or at least that's my intention. Some I might schedule ahead of time, whether it be a few hours or the day before. Once I figure out what I'm going to do a live stream on. So be on the lookout for my future live streams. And I appreciate you guys being here, chatting along with me. Whatever you guys are doing out there, stay safe. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Oh yeah, if you haven't already seen it, my latest video was just released before I started the live stream. So go check it out, please. Watch it all the way through, and don't forget to give it the thumbs up. But I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Until then, adios for now. Adios, esta gupa. Bye. Bye, cat. Adios. Bye.